that way.
Mhm.
So my next question for you is, can you tell us like a story of when you have seen God's hand in your ministry? I'm sure you have tons of stories, but like, what is your favorite story you've seen God's hand in the different times you've done outreach, specifically like a pro-life story or something like that?
Okay, well, I don't know if I have a favorite one because there's so many of them, but for whatever reason, my heart is really and my mind is on the young lady I just told you about
Okay.
from the fall. I believe it was September or October that I met this young lady at a mobile clinic. And I was just there visiting, and she came into the clinic. I mean, this clinic had girls coming in all day long, like back to back, that
Uh-huh.
were considering abortions or just had one, and they were trying to get post-abortive care physiologically and emotionally, spiritually. I sat down with this girl because I was just in the room and sat with her for maybe 2.5 hours and
Oh
was
wow.
able to do post-abortive healing. And what was powerful about this was a medical clinic that did ultrasounds, and ultrasound techs were there. So she didn't come in that room for post abortive healing in her mind, right? She came in that room to get medically checked because of practical service was there. But when I say God moved, I was able to pray for her. She was weeping. I listened to her life story for hours and just was able to minister to her, and we shared the gospel with her. I think she walked out with a Bible.
Oh
This
wow.
is what
Praise
this
God.
work is about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that she felt loved, she felt comforted because someone was willing to just be quiet and listen in a non-judgmental way to her life journey. And how did she get up to this point? Did she get up to this point because she's a murderer, cold-blooded murderer? No. She got to this point because of the lack of resources and help at home and around her, and real emotional needs. Like when I do ministry training for couples and for parents and their children, anything relationally, we use a system of social emotional learning that's been proven to work around the world in the academia and different areas. It's been well researched by a professor or doctor of psychology. And one of the things that we teach is that people don't just have physical needs. Physical needs, we all know, like you need air to breathe, you need housing and shelter, you need food. But when we think about the emotional, we forget that that's just as much of a need as the physical for people. And especially in the church world, sometimes that's overlooked, and you see it come out when people are mourning or grieving. We don't know how to respond. So we say things that are well meaning and well intended, but they're not always taken in a way that heals the soul. And so we comfort by mourning with those that mourn. And that's one of my favorite stories, just because I didn't do anything. I didn't give her anything outside of the Bible, but physically, but she was healed so much in that moment because I was able to mourn with her. I didn't devalidate her experience. I didn't accuse her, but we were able to just come alongside her in her journey and love on her and give her the freedom to make her own decision, even though we didn't necessarily agree with her decision. At that point, it was over. She needed love and healing. So those are
Yeah.
the
And I
type of
think that
moments that
this
I
also
believe
shows,
if the
like, this is
church,
oh, sorry.
um, if the church world can grab a hold of that, how do we love through pain? How do we love through lack? How do we love through poverty? How do we love through great need? Then we will regain a lot of traction with this nation, because that's people's biggest critique of the church, I think, right now.
Yeah, everything you said is completely right. And I think that this also goes to show the next time she's in that situation, she will remember what you said to her. She will remember the pregnancy mobile facility that she went to. She'll remember the Bible that she has. And this is also how we can stop. Like, this is a good example of how do we change the culture, because we can continue and we will continue to work on it from the legal legal aspects, but we also have to change the culture. If we're going to truly help people, we really care about babies, women, and just the overall well-being of our fellow men, we have to change the culture. And that is a good example. That's a great story. So the next question is actually a Patreon question. And it is, what has been the most challenging part about reaching women who are abortion minded? And if you want to know that answer, you can join our Patreon for $5 a month minimum. And so yeah, we'll answer that on the Patreon. So if you're listening, you can head over to the Patreon to get the answer to that question. Okay,